Hey friend, so I'm just curious. Have you found yourself just sitting there stuffing your face with Snickers, Twix, I don't know, chips, and thinking to yourself, I'm not really hungry. Why am I doing this? Like you need something, but you're not quite sure what it is, or there's something missing. And you're just like, why am I doing this? Okay. So today we're going to talk about 3 reasons you're turning to food and eating when you're not really hungry. So stay tuned, see if this is you. Welcome to the Lifestyle Medicine Project. If you're ready to finally commit to lifelong health, feeling better, and improving your mental and physical health for good, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Jennifer Coble, a nurse practitioner, certified functional medicine practitioner, boy mom to 3, and wife. I have a calling on my life to transform the way that you view and experience healthcare because I believe that traditional medicine is leading people astray. We don't need to give a pill for the ill. We need to empower people to have a true lifestyle transformation, both internally and externally, and most importantly, commit and be disciplined to the process. It's time for you to go against the grain to get to optimal health that is going to have you feeling incredible. I can't wait to create a true lifestyle change with you. Let's mandate vegetables and tackle this project together. I recently heard somebody say they were feeling too many feelings. And I thought, you know what? That is a very good way to describe how you feel when you don't want to process things or you can't process things and you're just stuffing it down with food. You know, the input just keeps coming in, whether it's from social media or from friends or from family or from your husband or for your kids and work and just the input of everything, of information, of pictures, of news and whatever. It just keeps being put in and your boss needs more and your kids need more and your husband needs more and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat. They're all telling you that you're not enough. And you're having so many feelings all at one time. It is so hard to deal with them. So you just eat because it's there, it's convenient. Nobody's going to judge you for it because, you have to eat to live, right? Yes. So the first reason you're eating when you're not hungry is because you're feeling too many feelings. Well, you're like, but Jennifer, isn't that what I'm supposed to do? Yes. Yes. Feel the feelings, okay? Feel the feelings. We're going to get to that, okay? We're going to get to that. So second reason that you're eating when you're not hungry, you're numbing the feelings. So how do you numb them? Well, you eat because that gives you a quick hit of dopamine, makes you feel better just for a hot minute. And then once that dopamine wears off, you go back for the same thing that made you feel good the first time, whether it was the cookie, the bag of chips, the sweet tea, the Coke, juice, whatever it was that you needed to get that same feeling that everything is okay and it's going to be okay, you go back to it and you numb it and you figuratively shove the feelings down your throat and literally shove the food down your throat. Now, y'all, I am not talking about an eating disorder, okay? Not talking about that. I'm just talking about those times where you get stressed out and you may or may not have found yourself in the pantry, stuffing your face with cookies, with the pantry door shut, while everybody else is having a meltdown. Okay, you're having your own little mini meltdown in the pantry. I'm not talking about myself, y'all. It's a friend of a friend. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. It's me. Don't tell anybody. Anyway, so all of us numb our feelings in some way at some point in time. And it is very likely that you could be doing this with food. All right. And the third reason that you could be eating when you're not hungry, turning to food, is because you're internalizing the feelings. So you keep the feelings inside and you just stuff them until you can't stuff it anymore. And then you either explode on your kids, your husband, your boss, or the unsuspecting person at the grocery store or at the gas station that had absolutely nothing to do with the problem to begin with. They just kind of put the icing on the cake with that little look that they gave you. So, the 3 reasons you could possibly be turning to food is because you're feeling the feelings, or you're trying to numb the feelings, or you're internalizing the feelings and not dealing with them. So, now that you know what you're doing, what do you do about this? Okay, y'all, this is going to seem very remedial. However, just stick with me, okay? Super easy, tactical things that can be done. And the first thing is to take a step back and name the feeling. Are you mad? Are you sad? Are you angry? Are you upset? Are you guilty? Are you overwhelmed? Are you jealous? Are you resentful? Frustrated? Are you happy? Y'all, oh my gosh, like, my family get-togethers are fun, but I just sit there and stuff my face because I'm enjoying it, having a good time, chit-chatting with my family. Food tastes good, might as well, right? But seriously, name the feeling that you're having, okay? Second, once you named it, I want you to acknowledge it. It's kind of one and the same, but acknowledge it and recognize it. Now, ask yourself, is this a legitimate feeling? Okay? Or is this, am I making a mountain out of a molehill? Okay? So, example would be asking your husband nicely to please take out the trash instead of being passive aggressive in your comments. Okay? Just example, very high level. Second thing, looking your child in the eye and asking them nicely for the 5,000th time to please pick up their clothes out of their room and put them in the clothes basket. Yeah, it happens in my house too, y'all. I feel you on a very real level because it's frustrating. You've asked them 4,999 times and now it's the 5,000th, okay? Maybe more. I'm not real sure. And it's frustrating. It's very frustrating, especially when you come in after a full day of work and you just want it to be semi-peaceful and semi-together. And here we are again. Same stuff, different day. Okay? We're going to recognize that we're frustrated and we're not going to take our stressful day at work out on our kids. We're going to ask them very nicely. Okay? And then at some point, we're going to really nicely sit down with them and say, hey, listen, here's the deal. And have a nice, respectful talk. Okay? It's very hard to do this. It is very hard to voice our request in a mature adult way. But showing respect for your family and setting a godly example for your kids will, it is just, it will pay you back in dividends. Okay? And the same applies for your job and your extended family. Show each other respect. Treat each other like you want to be treated. It's very simple. However, we forget that sometimes as adults because we are in charge and we want our kids to do what they're told. But there's definitely a very fine line. But the point is to acknowledge the feelings that you're having and not necessarily take it out on the person that the feelings are not coming from or being elicited by. Okay? And then the third thing that I would highly encourage you to do would be to journal and or ask God to help you with these feelings and emotions. I personally like to write down my prayers and requests and praises to God as often as I possibly can. I do this so that I can look back and see how God has provided for me in the past. I mean, it's so amazing. I look back over the past 2 years and see the answered prayers. I also see the unanswered prayers, and some of them I see why he did not answer. But the point is, he answered so many prayers, and I am so blessed. And it just helps to get those thoughts out of your mind onto a piece of paper, out of your head onto a piece of paper. Okay, it just clears your minds, and then ultimately you give it to God. You put it on that paper and you leave it there, and don't go pick it back up. Okay, try this for a week, 1 week, and I promise you will see a huge difference. Okay, so real quick, 3 reasons you're eating when you're not hungry. You're feeling the feelings, you're trying to numb the feelings, and then you're internalizing the feelings. What do you do about it? Name the feeling. Acknowledge the feeling and recognize if you're making a mountain out of a molehill. And then third, journal and or ask God to help you with these feelings and emotions. And this is actually something that we work on in the Healthy Habits Blueprint. So I would invite you to come and join us and do that and start these new habits that are going to help you process these feelings and emotions so that you don't turn to food and you can deal with them in a healthier way. So 3, 2, 1, go. Come join us at jennifercoble.com/course and check out the Healthy Habits Blueprint. Y'all have a fantastic day. Bye. Real quick before you go, if this podcast has blessed you in some way, the number one way you can thank me is to head over to Apple Podcasts and subscribe to the show and leave me a written review. Can't wait to hear from y'all.